Get ready with me for my friend's proposal dinner. So today we're getting ready. We are heading to my friend's surprise proposal dinner. Her, at this point now, fiance, is organizing a dinner with all of us, all of her friends, and we are going to be meeting up tonight, later tonight. So it's very exciting. She doesn't know, obviously. Reminds me of when I got engaged. I legit had no idea that it was happening. Oh yeah, you got engaged on a beach with pictures, blah, 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 blah. Okay, shut up. I like pictures, number one, so that's not weird for us to do a photo shoot. Literally, when we went on a cruise one time for his cousin's 15th, every night, you know the cruise photo shoots, we were out there. We were doing them. Honestly, I literally had no idea. You ask him, he says from his plan from day one, we were going to be doing the spa. In my eyes, he asked me what I had wanted to do while we were in Mexico, because he proposed while we were in Mexico. Forgot to say that. Terrible storyteller, Nicole. Too bad. Anyway, he asked me beforehand, what do you want to do while we were there? Like, what restaurants do you want to go to? What events or excursions or whatever do you want to do? And literally the only thing I wanted to do was go to the spa. That's all I wanted to do. The weather while we were there wasn't great to begin with. You know, we were trying to make the best of it, trying to see what we can do. So into a spa day. It's the whole works. The couples massage, the access to the sauna, the steam room, all that fun jazz. And we do that, we're again trying to make the best of the situation of the day. We can't really necessarily enjoy the beach all that much because of the weather. So what does my lovely fiance do? Knowing that I love to take pictures, organizes for us to take pictures. But like I said, the weather wasn't the best. The photographer kind of on call. Ken tells me like, it's raining today, it's also kind of raining tomorrow, so we can kind of make the choice on like when we want to do it. And at that point it was already probably 3 o'clock. And he tells me, you know, they just have last call by 5:30. And I was like, oh, damn, okay, so I got to make an executive decision. So for a minute there, I was kind of back and forth. I didn't know if I wanted to do it. I was worried that it was going to actually rain on us, but I decided ultimately to do it. So we rushed back to the room to get ready. Ken texts the photographer, all right, we're on for tonight. And, you know, we start taking pictures. We start off in like the lobby area, the bar area, and then slowly start making our way to the beach. Long story short, we take all of our pictures, and the photographer towards the end tells us, you guys know photographers, where they're like, look at each other, look away, give a kiss, give him a kiss, give you a kiss, da 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 da. So at the end he tells us, all right, go back to back, and like look away from each other, back to back. And then he's like, all right, back to back, now look back at each other. And then when I turn around is when he was on the floor. I can insert picture here. And I was obviously shocked. I thought we were just doing fun pictures. No, I'm not gonna lie, I did a little quick scan of his pockets and I didn't see a ring box. Find out later, it's because he had a flat ring box. Tip for any of the future grooms out there. So yeah, so he proposed in June of last year, June of 2024. We have now officially been together for 8 years, and our wedding is in September of 2026. And let me tell you, for those of you who are gonna say that I probably knew because he organized pictures or whatever. Number one, like I said before, this isn't the first time that we like to do pictures like this. And number two, I had, for the other nights we were there, I had white outfits and like neutral lips and stuff like that. You think that if I knew I was getting proposed to, I would have worn my black dress with red lipstick? If you guys could see how much, like, I kept having to wipe his face off, and like his face was stained with my lipstick. Also, if you see, I don't have my shoes on. At some point, Ken does try to get me before we're taking the pictures. He was like, are you sure you don't want your shoes? And I was like, no, oh my god, like, come on, let's just finish these shots and like we'll keep it moving, because I put my purse down, our drinks, and my shoes. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. And so he didn't keep pushing, because then it would have been suspicion and been like, why do you want me to put my shoes on the beach so badly? Like my cute little heels, I'm gonna ruin my heels. Because I can put a picture here of my heels also. Like you can see the shoes, the whole fit. So I was looking cute, but you think that that's the outfit I would have worn if I knew I was getting proposed to? I had this white outfit. I also had this white outfit. One of my main things also was that I did not want to know. If I knew what was happening beforehand, I was going to be upset. That's literally one of the requirements. I needed to be surprised, but obviously ultimately he was able to surprise me. All right, hair is done. Now I gotta get dressed and figure out what I'm gonna be wearing and what shoes I'm gonna do, my accessories and all that fun jazz. So stay tuned and help me out.